you have to show up and you have to put effort in to actually make sure that your personal brand is opening the doors for you. Otherwise, you are leaving money on the table.
Yes.
If you do not commit, other people will, and they will get the job.
Ever feel like you're in a constant competition between your career and your husband's patience? Your kids think you work too hard, but hey, you're doing it all for them, right? The struggle is real, and I've been there too. Moments of feeling like a crappy mom and wife because once again, your kids had breakfast on their way to school, and you've got more important things on your plate than cooking and cleaning. Hey there, working moms who are juggling a million things and still wondering if you're doing it right. I'm Veronica Cisneros, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, a mama of 3, and married for 24 years. Welcome to the Empowered and Unapologetic podcast, where we dive deep into the messy, chaotic, and sometimes hilarious world of mastering motherhood, marriage, and business. I get it. Balancing it all was never the goal, but here we are, trying anyway. I'm here to share my journey and guide you through yours. No more apologies for being driven, and definitely no compromises on your dreams. Together, we'll navigate the challenges of being a powerhouse in both business and family life. Join me as we tackle the uncomfortable conversations from being the breadwinner to changing the rules of what a marriage looks like. Let's figure out how to parent in a working parent household without the constant arguments or guilt. I'm Veronica Cisneros, and this is Empowered and Unapologetic, where we embrace the chaos, challenge the norms, and strive to live life on our own terms. Get ready for some real talk, actionable tips, and a few laughs along the way. Welcome back to another episode of the Empowered and Unapologetic podcast. Today's episode is for the woman who knows she's meant for more, but feels stuck, whether it's in a career that doesn't fulfill her, a relationship that's no longer aligned, or a version of herself that she's ready to shed. Our guest, Rochelle, knows exactly what it takes to reinvent yourself, build a personal brand, and create a life that aligns with your true purpose. After going through 2 divorces, walking away from financial security twice, and rebuilding her career from scratch, Rochelle didn't wait for someone to save her. She saved herself. Today, she's the founder of Tickled Pink, a personal branding agency that helps ambitious women stop playing small and start building bold, bankable futures. Rochelle, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to learn.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really great to have met you, and I've been following along your journey and how you do help such an incredible woman. I'm going to say like almost hot messes, which is I'd identify myself. You're just
Right,
doing
me
it
too,
all.
girl. Me too.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been wonderful. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rochelle, today you are going to pull back the curtain and teach us how to break free from feeling stuck and take actions, even if it's scary, reinvent ourselves personally and professionally, build a powerful personal brand, and navigate relationships and self-worth while stepping into power. So my first question, Rochelle, your story is one of reinvention and resilience. So many women feel stuck, but don't quite know where to start. What would you say is the first small, brave step they can take today?
I actually think it is backing yourself. The biggest thing I have had to do during both of or actually during any time major event in my life, is to stop, work out where I needed to go, really tune into my gut, because I think everyone actually knows deep down what they want. They're just probably too afraid to get there or to even vocalize it. So if we're talking about the divorces and separations, I knew for my first marriage, it wasn't great. I was going places and really, really getting a great career. I was doing really well. I was managing the kids. I'd like to say I was superwoman, like that's how I felt. I had it all sorted out. Actually, I'm only one woman. And so it did start falling apart. I had a lot of resentment towards my, what I'd call useless husband.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I probably enabled quite a lot of it because I didn't give him the opportunity to step. Yeah, because I didn't give him the opportunity to step up. I made excuses. And I put a whole lot of stuff under the mat or under that rug. And so it's just floating. And then it gets to a point of just no return, right? Well, that's what happened with me. I know with you got like, what was it, a month away from no return?
Girl, literally 1 month. 1 month. Court papers were filed. We had our court date already scheduled. And I remember, I'm so glad you took ownership of, I stepped in and I would make excuses. When he would try to show up, I would go in, right? I love that you said that. For me, it was something quite similar. For me, it was, these are just all of the things that I need to do. So these are just all of the boxes I need to check. And I'm checking all of the boxes. And to be honest, if you would have asked me then, are you happy? I would have been like, yeah, I'm happy. I have my husband. I have my newly born daughter. Yeah, I'm totally happy. But I was lying. Holy shit. I was lying to myself. And it wasn't until my husband was actually the one who started the divorce process. It wasn't until that happened that I realized, holy shit, what type of nightmare have I been in? And why have I continued to lie to myself about this?
Yeah.
And when he came back, I'm like, I don't know if I want you back. Like, I've done so much personal work on myself. Like, you need to do that work before I can even consider or entertain, reconnecting.
Yep, I agree. It's that thing where you literally do feel like you've got it all sorted, like the ticking the boxes. I was going through all of that. With my second marriage, I would have said that I was happily married. I was happy and I was married. It's just the two things didn't actually coexist when I really broke it down.
Mm-hmm.
I think also a lot of it from my first marriage is I actually held a lot of happiness or responsibility of happiness on us doing stuff as a couple. And I didn't take responsibility for happiness of me just doing my stuff. And I think that is what happens, is that when you get into this rut, it's much easier to be like, well, we don't go and do anything fun, or you don't want to go and do stuff with me, where it's actually like, hang on a second.
Yeah.
I can still go and do those fun things and not hold off doing it. So back to the original part of the question is, I actually think it's just, if you can do anything today, is back yourself, but be brutally honest on where you're at.
Yep.
And you can be the damn change. So stop putting it on other people.
Yep.
If you're not happy in your relationship, your work, your whatever, I'm not saying get up and leave, but start making some plans to have some changes. Have those really yucky conversations. I know they are so icky, but if you don't have them, you're just delaying your own happiness or your own joy. So absolutely, start backing yourself and be brave.
Yep. I love that answer.
Yeah.
You walked away from financial security, not once, but twice, and rebuilt from the ground up. You know what? Real quick before I finish there, or before I ask the question, I hear that all of the time in therapy. There'll be women that's like, I can give two shits. I don't want anything from him. He can keep the house, keep the car. And I'm like, whoa. Take it back a couple steps, because I've heard this story before. And I remember hearing not only the beginning of the story, but the middle and the end. And the end doesn't necessarily work in your favor. So I get that you're all badass and you're like, fuck everything. But let's just take a quick time out, because I feel like this is coming from an emotional space than a rational one.
Yeah.
I've had so many women toward that, in the beginning, and they're like, no, I could give two shits. And then the end, they're like, he just sold the house. Yeah. He just sold the house. He's over here taking the kids to Disneyland for their birthdays, and I just bought them a hamster because that's all I could afford. And it's like, girl, No,
Yeah.
we're taking this all the way. So let me get to the question.
Yeah.
So what was the hardest part of starting over, and how did you push through the fear?
Okay, with both the divorces, I ended up with a family home. So I did have an asset. What I didn't have was cash flow.
Yeah.
So I could have sold the house and downgraded, but your mum, like that, I wanted the children to be in their home.
In their home.
Yeah, so that's what I chose. I had stepped away with the second divorce. I had stepped away from my career a few years before we separated to be a stay-at-home mum, and also my second ex-husband was doing really well. So I was able to look at getting investment properties and how else we used the income.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any money coming in, which meant when I chose to separate, I needed to quickly go and get a job. But I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that when I'm looking after 3 children as the main caregiver.
Yeah.
And because I had walked away from my job, I didn't have as many contacts. I couldn't walk back into the same level of job. It was actually horrible.
Yeah.
I was going to go backwards each week. I also couldn't keep my mortgage because I didn't have any income. So it was just like all of the stuff that I gave up the power of the purse. So if anyone is listening, please, whether it's keeping in touch with your contacts, doing a part-time role, if there is some way that you can earn money, always earn some money. It gives you options. But yeah, so I stepped away. I sat down one day and I was like, okay, well, I've applied for all these jobs. I've only had one response back. I ended up getting that job, but I was going to be going backwards financially each month, even with that money. So I thought, do you know what? The only way I can do this is by building out my own business. So I sat there one day on my bed with this giant piece of paper. I wrote down all of my values, all the things that I was good at, and what I was actually damn passionate about. And I love helping people believe in themselves. Yes. I'm just a cheerleader. I freaking love it. So I was like, do you know what? I can do a personal brand agency. I am predominantly going to help women in business, ambitious women. Yep. I can see you. Sometimes you just need a little tiny bit of backing. You need to be bold. You need to have a personal brand, because that is how you're going to get the next career move. That's how you're going to get the opportunities. That's how you move forward yourself without waiting for other people. Yep. But most of all, I help women be bankable. So whether that's with the contacts you make, the cash you can bring in, just any of that stuff. So I see bankable being building on all of your assets. Yeah, networks, relationships, email lists, like whatever it might be, actually helping turn their skill sets and their superpowers, and everyone says that, but that into a most incredible life where they're seen and they are appreciated. So that is what I do. I have been doing it now nearly for 2 years. I have the most extraordinary clients. I have built my own incredible personal brand off the back of it, because I figured if I'm doing it for others, I better do it for myself.
Hell yeah.
And the opportunities have just been endless. So having that mind shift around just going, shit, I can't be the person behind the scenes anymore. I can't be the 2IC. I can't be the one that, props everyone else up. I have to do it for me. So that is what I do.
Love it. Yeah. So you help ambitious women build brands that open doors. So for those women that have no idea what a personal brand is and why a personal brand is so important, can you please explain it?
Yeah, sure. Your personal brand is you, right? But it's how you show up. It's what people think of you. It's the good old saying is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Yeah. So it comes down to your energy, the bright clothes you wear. My company is called Tickled Pink. You'll often see me in pink or touches of pink, my favorite color. So it's like easy. The other day, one of my girlfriends got asked, "Hey, are you friends with that pink girl?" So it's about how you show up and how you be memorable. And I promise you, if you start doing that and really crafting your personal brand and being intentional with it, the opportunities you get are endless. So endless. I mean, if you look at all the people that you follow on Instagram or LinkedIn or, TikTok, they are building their personal brand. So you know them, you know a little bit about them, you know how they make you feel. You could probably tell your friends 2 or 3 things about them. That's them building their personal brand.
Yeah.
So whether it's to, get on a committee or to raise money or whatever it might be, people know that you're the woman for whatever. You need to go and see Veronica because you're in a hot mess situation and you want to save your relationship. You want to have everything and not burn out. We know this about you.
Yep.
So it's making sure that people understand, and that doesn't have to be, if you're listening and you're not in having a career, you're not in business, that's absolutely fine too. It's exactly how you show up for your children, or how you are the coach of the football team or whatever that might be. Why do you get picked and chosen? Is because people know your core strengths. You are known for something.
Bingo.
So yeah, it is. It's really important. I mean, look, probably quite topical at the moment. Donald Trump, what did he win on? His personal brand.
Yeah.
The podcast media that he has done. He that is literally his campaign tactics this year, and he won.
Yeah.
People love him. People hate him.
Yeah.
But you know what he stands for.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. What would you say are the biggest branding mistakes women make when trying to establish themselves as leaders?
Not branding is the biggest one. They put it to the back burner. They see this as something else. They tick list their way through achieving all of the things that they need to do and don't actually spend time on it. It is so damn important. It is going to help you be a better leader. It is going to help you have more opportunities, whether that's commercially or even recruitment. There's stats which I can't think of the top of my head right this minute, but if you are present on social media as a leader, you are more likely to recruit higher, better employees or higher talent. So they know you, they see you, they want to be on your journey. So I think the very biggest mistake is saying, "Oh, I'll get to that," or being too embarrassed to put themselves out there. You just have to start. Even, it's not necessarily about the likes. Obviously, the more people in your pipeline or the more people that are following you, the more opportunities are there. But you have to start somewhere. I started on LinkedIn. I've been on it for years, but it kind of went tumbleweed when I wasn't working. I came back. I've been on it just over a year. Just over a year consistently. I've now got over 10,000 followers. But the biggest thing is the opportunities that I get, the messages that I get, the people I get to connect with. Last night I was at this most incredible underground networking event that I wouldn't have been invited to if I hadn't have met all these cool people online. So it's just ensuring that you put, even if it's only 20 minutes a day, stop consuming and start creating your own content.
Yeah.
If you post once a week on LinkedIn, there is 1 billion people worldwide on LinkedIn. If you post once a week, you're in the top 1%. Literally. Mm-hmm. YouTube stats are something super similar. I think it's like the top 4%. So please start using your voice and sharing it. And don't even worry about what the post might be about. It's what are you thinking about? What do people ask you? Just get posting and get networking. Yeah.
I know looking for the right therapist can be challenging. However, feeling overwhelmed and disconnected is even harder. Life is filled with several twists and turns, some more severe than others. We do our best to handle them as they come and find ourselves at a loss, not knowing what to do or who to turn to. The clinicians here at Outside the Norm Counseling are here to help. We are here to assist you through this time of need. Together, we will identify your strengths and goals and teach you healthy coping skills. Together, we will develop a plan to help you live the life you want to live. Our team is compassionate, genuine, and we take a great deal of pride in providing an empathetic, non-judgmental approach to all of our clients. It's time! You've waited long enough, whether it be for you, your child, or if you're in need of a couple session. We are highly trained clinicians ready to guide you. Schedule an appointment now by calling 951-395-3288. Again, that number is 951-395-3288. We're looking forward to meeting you and being a part of your journey.
So when we're looking at a brand, those are all great. That's all great feedback.
Takeaways, yeah.
But what would you say? So we're looking at building a brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking at? Where should we start? Like, what are 2 to 3 actionable steps our listeners can take right now to start building their brand? Is it, figuring out what colors? Is it figuring out their audience? Is it figuring out who they are and how they show up?
Okay, I can tell you this one. So I have my SHINE method. S is for self. So write a page about yourself. All the things that you love doing, the things that people tell you you're really good at, and really know yourself. Understand where you want to go. Like, I'm here right now, and in a year I want to be here, and in 5 years I want to be here. Just write it down, so know yourself. The next is H, which is humans. So understand the people that you can help with whatever you do. So whether it's you're exceptional at marketing, or whether you're a great leader and you can bring people up in your team, whatever it is, find the people that you are going to help, so that you know how to help them and serve them. I is your IP. So this is the content that you're going to create, the methods you might have, any of that stuff. It's your intellectual property. And I think this is where people get stuck. Your intellectual property is not like anyone else's. You don't have to be like anyone else. It's just how you show up, your ideas and your thoughts. Mm-hmm. So show people what you're thinking and let them come along on that journey. Yeah. So that's the I part. N is your network. Really understand the people that you want to be at the table with and that you want to have at your table. So I have a giant network, predominantly of women in business, and that ranges from people above me, people that I can bring up along with me, and then I've also worked out what other groups I can go and be part of that I add value to and they add value to me. So your network, and that's whether you're online, offline, are your humans that you're helping on TikTok? Are they on LinkedIn? Where are they? Find it and go and be there. Yeah. And then E is excellence. You have to show up and you have to put effort in to actually make sure that your personal brand is opening the doors for you. Otherwise, you are leaving money on the table. Yes. If you do not commit, other people will, and they will get the job. Yep. So that's it. So SHINE, self, humans, IP, network, excellence. Yep. Real simple.
I love it. I love that. I love that you're also hitting on the helping portion, because we're here to serve. Like, at the end of the day, we're here to serve, and your audience is going to call your ass out or unfollow you or whatever if you are not part of that serving community. Another part that I really, really love that you highlighted is, you're right. You do not have to have a really big audience. The more people don't get me wrong, the more people you're able to influence and serve, the better. However, at the end of the day, I think so many of us, even me, I do not have a big audience at all. And with me not having a big audience, there is that level of intimidation. However, when I do host events, when I do host workshops, I'm always met with a very high conversion rate, extremely high conversion rate, because although the people that do follow me are, it's not grand, it doesn't matter. The people that are following me, those are real life people. They're not just people that just decided, oh, okay, well, she seems cool. Like, they're real life people, and there is a level of investment in the information that I'm providing them, the resources I'm giving them.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's about the impact that you can create. And then actually they go and tell someone else about it. Also, you and I, we are quite, I suppose, niche as well. Or I think you guys call it niche.
Either one.
Yeah. So you're looking for women that are identifying with that. So they might come across you and then not be super engaged, but they're watching. They're like watching in the background, and then when they're ready, they know who to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it is, and it snowballs and snowballs,
Yes,
and you
it
kind of
does.
get to this peak, and then it just goes up. So, it's just super important to actually start backing yourself and being bold and ensuring that you're using it in a bankable way. Like, what assets are you adding to the collection of you?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that as just physical. I mean like the tangible, the whole thing. What are you adding to so that you're known?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's
Yes.
influence. And then you can make an impact 100%. Yeah.
Many
And I
women,
agree with you about the gift. It's a gift to be able to give. And actually, are you being selfish if you're not giving your gift and you could help people?
yeah. Yeah,
Probably.
no, that's a good point. That's a good point. Many women struggle with imposter syndrome when putting themselves out there, right? How do you coach your clients through this and help them with their own voice?
This is great. So I struggled with that for a little bit myself, actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was, I would say that I am like the tennis coach. I'm in the background and I help everyone do it. And actually it was just an excuse so I didn't have to feel that yucky ick and put myself out there. I had to change it really quickly. And as soon as I had a mindset shift around, this is my story, that is someone else's story. What they're achieving has actually got nothing to do with me apart from me going, hell yes, go you, like freaking epic. They might have much more experience in personal branding, but they don't do it my way. And different humans will attract to you.
Yes.
So they might be looking for the giant viral posts and they might go and choose a different personal brand agency. They might love that I'm a female and want to work with me because of that and because I'm so passionate about helping women. So I think as soon as you start realizing where you are going, the imposter syndrome creeps in less and less because you actually got momentum, your confidence grows, and you don't see anything as competition because you're on your own freaking path.
Yeah.
You might look at someone and go, shit, cool, she's doing a podcast. God, I'd love to do that. Well, go and do it. Be the damn change. Go and make that change. So I do understand it. I think that it is, it actually didn't start as a syndrome. It started as, I'll send you the research. It started as a phenomenon. But I think it's just a mindset shift. You know, it doesn't matter what other people are doing. Put your blinkers on, get super focused, and be super proud.
Yep.
I had to stand up and speak in front of 450 women, and there was panels before me. I was one of the only keynotes on that day. I sat in the audience and I was like, why would they pick me? Oh my God, these other women, fierce, like phenomenal. I had to take myself out of the audience because I was doing my own hit in. So I just went and sat and I practiced my speech, and I got up on stage and I actually had all 450 women do the bird to imposter syndrome. So we did it to imposter syndrome. We were like, we're not letting this stop us anymore. No. So I think it is, just forget about it. It's like you're on your own path. Just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, confidence and momentum just mean that you just don't even have time for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's so important to admit and normalize this, that we all struggle with imposter syndrome. Yeah. I've been in a room with therapists. I'll share with you a quick story. I was looking at really leveling up my practice, and I had a call with somebody that was going to help me level up my practice. And I remember him telling me, why are you still at the hospital? Because I was working at the hospital and I had my practice. And he's like, let me ask you something. Why are you still at the hospital? And I was like, well, because I still have more stuff to learn. And, I'm learning a lot from my colleagues. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. When I go to, we would have case consultation meetings. And when I go to those meetings, I'm surrounded by psychiatrists, psychologists. I'm surrounded by people who have been doing therapy a lot longer than I have, who have years and years of experience. And, I have 4 letters behind my name, but they have like 50,000 letters behind their names. And he's like, Veronica, you are a business owner. And I had to, he's like, give me your numbers. So I was sharing with him where my numbers were at. And he's like, you mean to tell me that you're going to learn from them? Where are they at? And so I was like, well, this person's renting office space from me. And this person is, not doing any, they're at the hospital still. And he's like,
yeah,
you have been able to get at this level of business without a website, without social media. It's time for you to quit. It's time for you to quit. And I'm like, no, but I have so much to learn. I'm not as good as they are. And he's like,
mm-hmm.
You're actually better. Like, in a different way. Obviously they're great, but like in a different way, right?
But also you've been through this experience of actually being through it. So why wouldn't a woman want to come and see you? So I think this is it. We get really caught up on, oh God, if I only did another year, or if I only had that, or if I actually won 5 more marketing awards.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we cuss here.
Yeah,
no. Yeah. You said it right the first time. Who fucking cares?
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Just go and do it.
Just
so
do
I had
it.
one of these, just do it. I had one of those aha moments with one of my clients last year. And it's a guy, he said to me, have you created yourself a really good job, or have you created yourself a business? And I was like, oh, okay, mate. I was creating myself a really good job. Yeah. So as soon as he said that, I had this massive mind shift, and I was like, I'm now creating a business.
Yep.
I have got 3 staff. One is in London, and so when I go to sleep, Lily is working.
Yeah.
So that works really well. I have Kimberly in LA, so that we can build out our LA branch, and I have Kate in Sydney, and I'm in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So literally from that 1 minute where he said, have you built yourself a job, or are you building yourself a business? I was like, holy shivers. Why aren't I building a business?
Yeah.
Why have I been playing it small?
Yeah.
So now again, momentum is growing, focusing on doing that. And the imposter syndrome doesn't show up because I actually just show up as me. I hold networking events where 100 women, it sells out every month. 100 women come. I put speakers on the stage. And I can quite happily stand up in front of everyone without even feeling nervous anymore. Because I just show up as me. I'm not trying to read off notes. I just talk about how I feel, and it's just so damn wonderful. So I just think as soon as you just find that core you and go and do what you want to do, like, you have one life.
Yep. Why
the hell are you playing it small? Because someone else is playing it big and getting all the opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that your focus is on authenticity. I think a lot of us are so laser focused on what everybody else is doing. And we especially with social media, welcome to the world of comparison, right? Especially with social media, that we forget we are all unique. We are 1,000% unique. Nobody gives a shit about all of the years or all of whatever. As, can I relate with you? Can I relate with you? Do you hear me? Do I feel like you understand me? And do I feel like this genuineness about you? Because if I do, hell to the yes, I'm hiring you over anybody else, right?
Yeah. And if I don't, that's great, because it was never going to work out anyway. That's cool. You go and find the person that works for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did actually have one client, and she was like, God, I hate your business name because it's called Tickled Pink, but I freaking love it. It's all about me. I make people feel tickled pink. I help my clients make their clients feel tickled pink. She was like, so once I got over that, you're a fucking rock star.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am.
Yeah.
So you'll attract the right people. You won't attract the right people. I actually think that's such a sweet spot, is knowing that you don't need to be liked by everybody. You just need to be able to help the people that connect with you.
Bingo.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a branding manager and a marketing manager? Because this is where I see a lot of people get confused. They're like, oh, they're the same.
They're quite different skill sets. I think that you'll find that they're both probably quite creative people.
Yeah.
So we do both in our company. We also do talent management. So we negotiate the coin or whatever it might be, the agreement. So making sure that there's value for both. So with branding, it's the before the marketing. So you can go out and market something, but you're going to hit and hope or pray and spray that it hits the right people because you haven't actually done the core work.
Mm-hmm.
What is your messages? What are the words that you're going to be known for? I will pop in here multiple times, bold, branded, bankable.
Yep.
You start listening to the conversation. I will drop those as many times as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So those are three things that I hold my hat on. So it's ensuring that the branding bit is knowing how you turn up, how you show up, and then how you serve. Marketing is spreading that message.
Yes.
So marketing is where do you go and talk about that message? Do you need an Instagram campaign? Do you need Instagram ads? Do you need a Google shop view thingy?
Mm-hmm. Marketplace.
Do you need marketplace? Do you need a physical store? Like where do you show up, and then how do you spread that message? But I tell you, it is pretty damn near impossible to spread the message when you don't know or you haven't put time into thinking about how you brand yourself and who you are serving. Because otherwise, good luck. You're going to turn up in all the wrong places, and it's going to be tumbleweed after tumbleweed. You're going to exhaust yourself. So I think if you could nail, like from a social media perspective, you get a global audience. Doesn't cost a lot. I mean, it does cost a lot in creating really good content.
Yep.
And don't undermine the value of time it takes to create good content or to show up.
Yep.
But you do have the opportunity, pretty much with a phone and a social media, to actually start building that audience.
Yep.
But don't try. I mean, look, I dabble on TikTok, but it's not my core focus. LinkedIn is. So we're LinkedIn and Instagram.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time or the team to be able to build out any more than that. We will get there. So it's knowing where to focus your efforts.
Mm-hmm.
I put a lot of time into in real life, turning up at events and making those actual real connections.
Yep.
So that is, I hope I've explained that right.
No, I love
that. That
it.
is the difference between brand and marketing.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's no point in doing the marketing if you haven't got the branding.
No. I love that you focus that branding is your message. What are you known for? How are you showing up? Who's the population you're serving, right? And having that clear, like clearly defined. And then the marketing is how that message is spread. Love it. Love it. For the women listening right now who feels like she's lost herself, what's the one thing she can do today to start stepping back into her power?
Be really damn honest with yourself.
Yes.
You need to take half an hour out, go for a walk, make yourself a cuppa, do whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sit there and really be damn honest with yourself.
Yep.
Where do you want to go? What will you tolerate? What won't you tolerate?
Yes.
I get it. I've been there, and stuff becomes just you tolerate the job because you're on that. You're just in that doing everything situation. You tolerate the relationship because that's how it's been for the last 10 years, or that's what it's morphed into.
Yeah.
Be brave enough to have the conversation with yourself about what you really want, and then be brave enough to actually have the conversation with other people if you need. And then just know that you can be the damn change. Like, you don't have to stay stuck. Yep. You seriously don't. And it's okay to change.
Absolutely.
God, I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago.
Thank you, Jesus.
So please don't be afraid. And I think the biggest thing is don't listen to other people's shit.
Yes.
You need to mind your own monkey, right? Like, this is a saying I have in my head. Someone will ring and there's some kind of drama, and I'm like, not my monkey. Actually, nothing to do with me.
No.
So give them that time and then park it. I've got my own monkeys to worry about. So mind your own monkey and sort out your own BS.
Hell yeah.
And get real real true with what lights you up, what makes you happy.
Yep.
Have the freaking tough discussions with yourself and with your partner, with your boss, with your girlfriend, with your family, with whoever it is, and then start building a life that you don't want to run away from, that you're not angry with, you're not gutted about, you're not frustrated with. Start building your life. Start saying no to shit as well. Like I felt proud to wear these badges of she's got it all sorted, she can do everything. And I actually was doing everything empty. I felt that's what I say. I went from being Superwoman to being one woman.
Bingo.
I can now ask for help.
Yes.
I can now ask for help. I can get all of I can also say no to a lot of stuff. So at the moment, I haven't been seeing my friends as much. I still keep in touch and I love them to bits, but I am building my business because I have to do that to ensure that I can pay for my life and my children and all the things that I want. So I am unapologetically unable to go to girls' lunches or go and do stuff because I am building my business. So don't feel bad, but I also, I never lie. And I learned that because I would do, I would say yes to stuff I didn't want to go to, and then it would be such a drag and I would get to it and I'd be like, oh, but I really don't want to go, or I'd turn up and I wasn't being my best self there because I didn't really want to be there because I wanted to go and do something else, or I was wanting to work, or I actually just wanted to do nothing because I was freaking exhausted. So now if someone asks something and it's a no, I'm like, really sorry, I just can't make that work, or don't want to make it work. So don't feel bad. Stop feeling bad. I think this is a big thing. We particularly as women, you want to be able to say yes to everything because that's like how we feel successful. Whereas actually, no, it really isn't. No, it doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve the people that we're saying that to, and it doesn't give others the opportunity to step up. So
Rochelle, this conversation has been incredibly powerful. So many women listening are ready for change, but they just need that push. And today you've given them the tools to step into their chapter with confidence. Where can our listeners connect with you, and how can they work with you to start building their bold, bankable future?
Oh, so wonderful. They are able to follow me on Instagram. So it's rochelle.was.here, or the personal branding agency, which is tickledpink.agency. My favorite is LinkedIn. So look for Rochelle Moffitt. Send me a DM, just follow along to the content. And please share that you've listened to this podcast with Veronica and I. And honestly, Veronica, the stuff that you're doing to help women in the most difficult times of their life, been there. If I had had you, I probably would have been much easier. I know, me too. Me too. Yeah. So keep showing up, keep like rocking it, if I can just leave everyone with one thing, please back yourself. Ditch the damn shame. Whatever's in the past is in the past. Back yourself and build your bankable future.
Boom, boom. Rochelle, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Raise your hand if you are ready to level up your marriage for 2023. Do you find that you're spending your time together with your husband checked out and in front of the TV? I know you're ready for tangible strategies that actually get you results. Reignite the spark in your marriage, have fun, and grow together. Well, I hope you have your hand raised at this minute because I have something special for you. I'm introducing my brand new 6-question marriage predictor quiz that's gonna give you personalized results to catapult you into the next stage of your marriage journey. That means you'll receive the results to where your marriage can get the best help. If you've got just 1 minute, head to veronicacisneros.org/quiz. Again, that's veronicacisneros.org/quiz, and you can take my brand new quiz, Marriage Predictor. Get your results delivered right to your email address. Again, that's veronicacisneros.org/quiz. veronica.com/quiz, veronicacisneros.org/quiz. What's up, ladies? Just want to let you guys know that your ratings and reviews for this podcast are greatly appreciated. If you love this podcast, please go to iTunes right now, write a review, rate the episode, and subscribe. Don't forget to share it with your friends.